Well, my son's calling for me to go pick him up, which is what I'm in the car to do. And I don't want to download this video and spend time to splice it and then prepare it. So this is going to be part 2. Let me get my wife, I'll go get Bobby from school. Oh, she's in the back. She's in the back seat. So I'm so stressed out and overworked. I'm so tired. I need to be successful and get out there and stop working so hard. It's killing me. So I'll go drive to get Bobby and I'll do part 2. Okay, so we need the suspension to be done on this car. We need to see about getting the correct tire situation set up. Okay, because you got to do it right. You got to be prepared. I'm going to send my metal detectors in. Another thing, that's not a really big deal, but my GPZ 7000 has we have a MindLab GPZ 7000. I'm gonna do a review about it. Since we got it, Bobby dropped it, get out of the car, it broke the battery clasp. There's a line in the screen, I guess the LCD needs to be replaced, but when you have like these retail for like $7,000 to $9,000, so they come with a good warranty. They're gonna do that. I have a Fisher F75 that I brought to America with me. You might remember from China. Somehow that screen's got a crack in it. I'm going to send those in to be fixed and repaired, and they're functional. It's not the highest priority, but I'm going to do that too. I need to get some waders for the river. That's not a big thing. I mean, we have all the equipment. And we're going to go over all this equipment. We've got a portable shower heater. I have a nice stove. I have portable propane tanks. I have tents, rooftop tents. We have a tray for the back of the car. Just the suspension we have on the car right now, I did put the tray on it. I got a heavy duty steel tray. It was like 70 pounds, and combine that with the weight of the toe itself, it caused a little bit of sag with these shocks that I currently have. The Koni FSR Special Actives, it's like right after I bought them, and I found these Bilstein HDs, and I was so upset. I thought I was well researched, and until you put all this weight in the car, wow, those compared to the bouncy suspension that was stock, those FSA Special Actives, they're really great and stuff, but underneath a lot of weight, they're not so great. It becomes like the good ship lollipop, and they're not really good. Not good enough suspension for how much weight we need to put in this car, which the car can handle fine. It's got a great motor, like 160 horsepower, 240 pounds. It's low end torque diesel. It's great, but we got to have the right suspension, which is cheaper than buying a truck. So I have to be a slave to do that. And all right, so when we started doing this, as I was saying before, I got cut off by my son calling me to pick him up. I wasn't thinking about the YouTube channel really. I kind of remember we have a channel. I thought, oh well, we gotta, of course, and of course, I mean the other priorities were just so big that I didn't think about the YouTube channel. And now, being that I'm working the years out of my life and I just am being ground up into pieces, and I don't know how much longer I could hold this rate of work. Really, I need to get to a level I can relax just a little bit, or I'm gonna have a heart attack and die. It's been so hard work. But that being said, so the YouTube channel, of course, maybe we can make some money from our YouTube channel. Wow, that would be great. And if not, that's cool. But we should be doing videos, and I already told you we're going to do videos, but I thought, well, we should do it for real the right way and get a drone to do drone footage. I mean, I'm going to put together some movies from the pictures that we took in the past 2 years in America and the places we've gone, and from swimming in the Columbia River to climbing in the deserts. We have been some fabulous places, and if we're gonna, really try with our YouTube channel, we should do it properly with a drone, right? Sad thing is, I live by an airport right now, and I just found out about the United States and their FAA regulations. Wow, so many things you need. I have to get a license. Different drones have geofencing. I'm not sure that I want to have the drone not work in the house where I live to do reviews. But I mean, that's just, the geofencing is one issue, but I have to get a license. I don't know if you know that in America you need licenses for drones, and because my videos will be going on YouTube, and there's even the chance that we make a little bit of money, there's very, very specific regulations in America, and people will report me, and I know there's people on YouTube that hate me, and I'm not going to mention any names, but if you have any drone footage and you don't have a commercial 107 license for that footage, you can be fined $100,000. And I don't think the test is that hard. You gotta, from what I understand, you gotta get your pilot's license first, which is good for 2 years. It costs about $160 to $108, I don't know. Then you have to register your drone, and then you have to do the 107 commercial test for it, which is going to take some time to do. And in my life of working every second of every day, I don't have time to study and go do an exam right now. I have to go to work. I have to work, and work, and work, and work, and work, and work. So even getting a drone, we can do videos a little bit without the drone, but when we start going out to the desert, it would be nice to have the right video recording, because it's so hard to work so hard, and our margins are so thin. We should go out fully prepared each and every time. Like, I would love to stop and just go run around with my metal detector and pull out some of the equipment and go play around with it. But if we're not doing careful research and going to the right locations and studying the USGS map, going to claims and doing it special and being productive, we just don't have that time. So it's got to be 100% efficient. And that's the only way I've survived and got what I've gotten this far. I know that sounds pretty anal, but we would have nothing if I didn't do everything over the top with every single thing that we do. Hey Bob, I'm making a video, so put yourself in the back, buddy.
What?
I'm still making a video right now.
Okay.
So, like, even here, like, I'm making a video going to get my son from school, right? So So, okay, so the thing is it's like, don't sleep, don't exercise, don't go anywhere, don't do anything, just work and do this. So I can't do the test for the drone until I study, and I can't do the studying because I have to work, and when I have free time we have to do the suspension, and we have to find out, and I have to, okay, so you see where I'm at, right? So as far as the drone goes, you know, I'm not really into drones. I always were natural, but so I didn't know about it. Now I'm learning about it, and it's like DJI from China has the market for drones like completely covered. There's different drones you have. There's but it basically boils down to two. One that you fly yourself that does all kinds of cool routines and stuff, and then they got the other first person one that you got to put on like a virtual reality helmet, and it's super cool, I guess, but it's like for people that are racing, and it's not automated collision avoidance, and it's not really, it does cool video production, but you got to be like an active flyer, and Bobby would have to do that, and that requires a lot more precision flying and skill and everything else. So as cool as that FPV thing might be, and the possibilities of recording, you know, I don't even have time to splice my videos together and hardly edit them right now. I don't got time to put that movie together, what I'm talking about, yet. I got ideas for songs and theme music. That takes time to produce, and I can't do any video production right now. That's where I'm using my phone right now. So for that reason, we're not going to get the FPV, the first person viewer drone. But okay, so what do you think? What's a drone? What do you think about? Well, you have obstacle avoidance. You know, there's a lot of wind in the desert, so it's got to be good in high wind and stuff like that, and it's got to be pretty safe, obstacle avoidance. But then we got to think about photography. I don't want to do a lot of post processing, and things are pretty bright in the desert. You can handle that by using what's called filters, and I forget the name of the filters. It slips my head. But you can put filters to control density filters, they call them, right? You can put filters to control the level of light on the drone camera itself. But if you have a good camera on the drone, then it has an aperture like a mechanical shutter, and you can control the apertures from like 2.8 to 11. I used to be a photographer in China, so I know all about manual controlling, and I had SLRs, and that's how it used to work. So of course that's better to be able to change the aperture. And the thing is, the newer drones, it doesn't have a changeable aperture. You got to use density filters, which maybe might not be the worst thing. But they do have an older drone, like I was looking at the Mavic 2S, which is the new one, which has a better control system and is supposed to be pretty durable. It's a little bit cheaper. Bad thing about the Mavic 2S is it doesn't have the optical zoom. So, you know, I'm not looking for like on my camera, I did my blog before, I didn't set the speed because I put my videos on YouTube. I'm not putting it like on an HD TV, and it takes a lot. You know, I'll be using my laptop's Linux to do the video processing. The bigger your files are, the higher your shutter speed, the more time you put into it. It takes hours and hours for video production. The more complex the video is, and I don't want to buy a new laptop just for video production. It'd be nice, sure. I mean, it would be faster, but I don't have that money, and at the same time, you know, for YouTube videos, I'm more about storytelling than actual fine production like for HD TV, even though they have HD YouTube, right? So that being said, you know, I'm looking on Craigslist for, you know, they have the drones that have a smart controller. The DJI has smart control. They have I'm looking at the Mavic 2 Pro, which only does wide. It's got a Hasselblad camera. The good thing about it is the camera has multiple apertures, so you don't need to put the density filters on there. And light changes, they're good in high wind. The color's a little bit warmer. It's got a great wide angle lens. At the same time, there's a Mavic 2 Zoom, which has the same, which has it doesn't have aperture control, like manual aperture, like you could adjust for 2.8 to 11. But it does have a zoom, and in some situations, being able to zoom in on the video from the drone will be nice. You could get stuff that you can't get normally. The color and the final processing won't be as nice as the prime. We call it, well, you know, with something that doesn't zoom, that's called a prime lens, right? Prime lenses are always sharper than zoomable lenses, but zoomable lenses offer a little bit better storytelling capability. And but that's an older model. You know, it's got less connectivity. It's not as up to date as the Mavic A2S. It's a little bit more expensive. The prices are similar. It's a hard choice to choose between the Mavic. For me, I'm stuck between choosing the Mavic 2 Zoom and the Mavic 2S. But then, you know, for geofencing and stuff, I considered it another one, but the other one that doesn't do the geofencing isn't very good in high wind. And it doesn't matter, because I just found out about the wonderful world of having to be licensed in America to fly drones and all that entails. And for priorities, a drone is not necessary for us to get out there and be looking for gold. But considering the fact that we have to think about our YouTube channel, it would be a nice thing to do right, to have good video production from having the right equipment from the first day, because you guys don't have the videos from where we were at. I'm going to put up some nice collages and maybe narrate some of the places we've been in a video when I get a chance. But it's not the quite same as having a full production
main menu
YouTube channel. So is that clear as mud? I didn't know about the licensing for drones until this morning, when I got my money back from Binance and I was looking to buy a drone. Okay. I didn't know about the new Mavic drones don't have manual aperture control. I didn't know that, you know, not having manual aperture and no zoom. Why don't they have a new drone with manual aperture control and a zoom? I don't know why. I can't study for the test right now. I've got to go find out the springs, which are not in stock. So it looks like my immediate plan will be to go to work and pay off my debt, order the springs, probably change the rear shocks myself, pay somebody to do the front struts, see what happens with the wheels. That gives me a couple weeks to do research on the drones and to study for the test, and start making videos. We'll do some video reviews, and I'll try to I've got a nice music selection, some old folk music, decibel music, and you could check out my playlists for uber folk and good folk. I'll be taking some of those songs and I'll be splicing them into our videos. And time is going so quick. So I can't even, my wife, it's snowing right now, and it's like May 14th or whatever, and my wife wants to go to Tahoe, see it snowing. No, because if I don't go get my extra 20 rides, I don't get my $90 bonus, and I need every bonus I can get to pay for everything. So I'm telling my wife, no Tahoe, no free time, and I come home at night feeling like I'm going to throw up. Sick and tired. I'm so sick of those little 5-hour energy bottles. But it's the only way to do this. Otherwise, everything I'm trying to do, it wouldn't happen for another 2 years. So, gotta breathe and take it easy. And figure this out. Figure this out, guys. Yeah. It's amazing I'm even making these videos. The opposite would be to not make any videos and just go out and look for gold like our original plan. But we can't do that without the tires. So, sorry to stress you guys out. It's pretty stressful for me. But this is the nuts and bolts on how we get out to the desert to find gold. See you later, alligators. Thanks for watching. I hope that's clear as mud.